Hi guys, today we are going to be reading Front Desk Chapter 2. If you have the book, please follow along because it will make more sense. Okay. The Calavista Motel sat on the corner of Coast Boulevard and Meadow Lane. It was a small motel, the first of 3 motels in a row. The Topaz Inn and the Lagoon Motel were right next door and bigger. But I immediately decided I liked our little motel the best. With its creamy walls and red doors, it looked warm and inviting. I looked up at the sign and read the words, low rates, cable, TV, Disneyland, just 5 minutes away. Excitedly, I asked my parents if that meant we could go on all the ride. We probably could, my mom said. I smiled, savoring the moment. Our lives were about to change. We were going to be Disneyland going people. As if things couldn't get any better, the Calavista had a pool. It was right out in front. The water sparkled under the golden sun. I closed my eyes and pictured myself doing cannonballs in the water all summer long. It was going to be amazing. Just behind the pool was a front office. I asked my parents in the car whether I could help out at the front desk, and my dad chuckled and said, "We'll see." Mr. Yao was waiting for us in the front office. He buzzed us in and lifted the divider so we could all get behind the front desk. The front desk was a long wooden desk that stretched almost the entire width of the room. Just behind the front office were the manager's quarters, where Mr. Yao led us next. There was a living room with a bed in it. He pointed to the bed. "You guys sleep in there," he said to my parents, "so you can hear the customers in the middle of the night." "Customers come in the middle of the night?" my dad asked. Mr. Yao nodded. "Of course, it's a motel." "But won't that wake them up?" I asked. Mr. Yao rolled his eyes. "That's a point," he said. Next, he led us over to the small bedroom, just to the right of the living room and the kitchen. "The girl can sleep in there," Mr. Yao said. For some reason, he still kept calling me the girl, even though I already told him my name several times. I put my stuff down in the small bedroom, then joined my parents and Mr. Yao in the front office. Mr. Yao was explaining the buzzer. "One wrong buzz and it's all over," he said. "See the glass?" He pointed to the thick glass enclosing the front office. "That's bulletproof glass. You see a bad guy come up, you don't need to worry. They can't hurt you. But if you press the buzzer," he said. He put his fingers over the buzzer just under the front desk, and a loud buzz roar. "That door right there gets unlocked," Mr. Yao said. "Then what?" "And then what?" I asked him. "Then he's inside," Mr. Yao said. I looked around to see if there was any other magical buttons or bulletproof glass in the office. There weren't. I asked Mr. Yao how we could tell if someone was a bad guy. "Based on how they look, of course," he said, which made me wonder. Because it's not like bad people walk around with a sticker on their head saying, "I'm bad." The top line is, "Don't let any bad guys in," Mr. Yao warned. His pupil expanded as he said the word bad. While Mr. Yao took my parents out back to show them the laundry room and cleaning supplies, I stayed in the front office. I climbed up to the top of the front desk stool. Gently, I reached and touched the buzzer with my fingers. It was greasy, like it had been pressed hundreds of times. Slowly, I pressed on it and I heard a zap. I pressed it again. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Power coursed through my fingertips. I closed my eyes, pictured myself checking in a customer. Why, yes, Miss Conley. I'd be glad to show you your room. Right this way, I'd say. Certainly, I can help you with your luggage. It would be my pleasure. So deep was I into a fake customer relationship that I didn't hear there was a real customer walked up and tapped the front office glass. I looked up to see a thin African man, about 50 or so. He's so years old, smiling and waving at me. He motioned with his hand right for me to buzz him in. "Oh, right," I said, then pressed on the buzzer. Buzz! He pushed opened the door and walked in. Just he saw Mr. Yao on the lot. "You must be the new managers," he said. He extended his hand across the room. "Name's Hank." I smiled, took his hand and shook it. "I'm Mia. Nice to meet you." He tilted his head to one side. "How old are you, Mia?" "I'm 10, I told him. "Say, aren't you a little young to be running this place?" he teased me. I laughed. I liked Hank immediately. "I'm helping my parents," I told him. "What about you? Do you live here?" "Sure do," he said, and pointed to one of the rooms. "That's me, right there. Number 12. Hank informed me that he wasn't just a regular customer, the kind who stays there for a day or two. He's a weekly. A weekly is someone who pays by the week. There were 5 of them in the Cala Vista. They were Mrs. Q, Miss T, Hank, Billy Bob, and Fred. You'll meet them. They're all nice people. I smiled. "Do you guys like living here?" I asked. "Oh, yeah," he said. "Except for Mr. Yao. Everybody hates Mr. Yao." "Really?" I asked him. "He seems all right. Intense, but all right," Hank snorted. "Trust me, he's anything but all right." Before I could ask Hank what he meant, the back door creaked open and my parents and Mr. Yao came back in. When I turned around, Hank was gone. Remember to check the next video about Chapter 3. Bye!